Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Portland Sea Dogs. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Cutter Crawford is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting.
Now at the plate is Travis Carroll. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter, Travis Carroll.
The pitch. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
And that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And the average big league shortstop can make every play, but can they make the highlight?
Now batting, the designated hitter.
At the plate now, Travis Carroll, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Travis Carroll. He struck out while trying to lay down a bunt last time. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Now at the plate, Travis Carroll.
The designated hitter, Travis Carroll.
Pitch on the way. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
So they breeze through this half of the inning. Next to hit is Travis Carroll, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch, hit the other way out toward right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. Ryan Weber earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshow.com.
Our final line score. First is the victorious Sea Dogs. 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error.
Because it's so rare, does it feel sometimes like if you have one bad outing, the whole experiment might get scrapped?
You know that your leash is short and all eyes are on you, and they're going to try to fit you in your box, right? They're going to try to make you a pitcher. They're going to try to, find your defensive position out there, and you have to fight and you have to battle. And it's something that I had to battle my entire life, but it comes down to the fact that you have to be so good that they can't not put you in the lineup, that they can't not put you out there on defense or on the mound.
He's getting some great results as a pitcher early on in his career, and it seems like a lot of folks around the game are taking notice. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me. Jim, what do you make of his work on the mound so far?
It's been very impressive. I mean, we always knew this guy had arm strength, but he needed to refine it, and we're seeing that. You know, this is a guy who he's not just throwing the fastball. He can throw multiple pitches. His secondary pitches have gotten better. He's throwing them for strikes, and not just strikes, but quality strikes. He's putting the ball where he wants in the strike zone. So it's been very impressive. You know, and you can sometimes see, you know, when you're watching prospects in the minors, pitchers in the minors, the guys who are really dialed in, their team loves playing behind them. The defenders are, you know, engaged. This guy's throwing strikes. The game's moving quickly. They're having success, and you can see that with this guy.
And to your point about him not relying on the fastball, it seems like Double-A, as we know, it's where a lot of the elite breaking balls emerge, guys with great sliders, curveballs, even the changeup. You know, this is where you really start to see those come into play. I think that's really been to his benefit.
Yeah, Double-A is really a proving ground, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not just quality of stuff. I mean, obviously, you have to have quality stuff as a pitcher to get to Double-A. But if you can't locate it, you're going to get exposed. You know, you've got to be able not just to be able to throw a curve, but, you know, if it sometimes breaks so much the guys aren't going to swing at it, you got to be able to drop it in the strike zone. And you can throw guys off with a changeup. But again, if they know it's not going to finish in the strike zone, they're not going to swing at it. And this guy really has it going.
Now I'm switching up my...
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. John Harris, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of start. Into the box, Ken Weller. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Pitcher Cats, the right fielder.
No balls and a strike to count.
Weller.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Next to dig in, Kyle White, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
To the plate now, Brock Lundquist, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
The first base
scooped up on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. And inning in the books, no score here on the show. it'll be Jordan Groshans, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Jordan.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there.
And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Logan Warman.
Standing in now, Logan Warmoth, as he'll go after a curveball off the plate at strike 1. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 1 home run, 9 driven in. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Batting 7,
At the plate,
One
Colin
other baseman.
Large. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bottom of the second here with no score. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
Pulled toward right center field. Duran is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Next, here is Malcolm Stewart, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Down the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. And stepping in, Daniel Higston. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now...
Oh, look at the diving stop. Got him.
Man, I love this play. It makes me miss playing third base right here. He smothered it with the dive, and I love how fast he got to his feet, set his shoulders, and threw an absolute bullet across the diamond.
In now, Ken Weller.
Number 7.
As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been...
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Brock Lundquist. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. So next to hit is Patrick Hager.
Now batting.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Another 0-2 coming. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Stepping in now, Jordan Groshans, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and standing in is the DH, Logan Warmoth. No balls and one strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit to third. He's right there. Throw on to first in time, one away. Next, it'll be Cullen Large. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now. So the next to bat will be Malcolm Stewart. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. And now here is Daniel Haston. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Ken Weller comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Sent out to straightaway center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Next, it'll be Kyle White. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the...
We'll have to press pause as that's strike 3 to retire the side. First pitch of the AB now.
For the Fisher Cats.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Matheny is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Patrick Hager. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second, right to him. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So next to bat will be Jordan Groshans. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit in the air down the right field line. Duran is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Now to the plate, Logan Warman.
Hey, it sure feels good to shut somebody out. This was a 3-0 game that featured a lot of great pitching and timely hitting, which made the difference in this one.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Sea Dogs led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Travis Carroll wins his 3rd of the season, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB.